Hi everyone, welcome to Straight from the Divine Tarot. We are Saturday, October 11th, 2025. Hopefully you're having a wonderful weekend. Here in Canada, it is Thanksgiving. It's a long weekend, so happy Thanksgiving to my fellow Canucks. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day, a wonderful weekend with all the food and everything that comes with it. You know what I'm saying? I decided to do one more read. I'm just waiting for I'm making some calzones tonight. I'm just waiting for my dough to get to room temperature, so I thought, why not? I got some time. Tomorrow I'm making my turkey. I got a turkey breast. I don't want a whole turkey. I like the sandwiches. So I'd rather have sandwiches than a turkey and fixing. So that's what I'm gonna do this weekend, I should say. Either way, thank you for being here. I love you guys so very much. You know it's a timeless read. I don't use the signs. I don't use the genders. So just place yourself and or the genders, the roles where you need it. Okay? This is only confirming what you already know. It should be anyway. So don't take on any situations or cards that don't ring any bells with you. It's not very familiar with you. It's not wise to take on other people's problems and well, we all have enough of our own, right? We don't need other people's. So don't take it on, okay? Use your higher wisdom and discernment. Oh, here we go. So, oops, sorry about that. The cards were inverted. I just fixed them. So let's get right into this read and see where we're going to go with this, okay? Thanks for being here. I love you guys so very much. Spirit, what's the message for the collective at this hour? Where would you like to go with this one? What's the message, please? For some reason, I don't like these being inverted here. Perception, yours or somebody else's overarching energy. I don't know, maybe you're seeing things as they actually are, or somebody's trying to cloud your perception. Could go either way. Let's see which way. That's the overarching energy. Bottom of the deck, we have murder. You don't have to be a martyr. Or somebody's trying to martyr themselves, trying to pass themselves off as a martyr. A spiritual martyr, because there's a lot of spiritual iconography there. Candles. I don't know. It's the underlying energy. So this is self-preservation. Somebody's in trying to preserve themselves, trying to save their butts. Self-preservation. So they're doing something. If it has anything to do with the other two reads, somebody's getting karma. A few people are getting karma. They're trying to do something. They want to come back into your energy for protection. Kindred spirit here. Somebody you thought was a kindred spirit. They're going through some hardship. They put you through hardship, and they can't go through what they put you through, though. Okay? They can't. They don't want to. Don't put out what you can't take, what you can't go through yourself. Okay? Because karma has a way of returning it. It really does. Sorry about the background noise. There's a message here. You could be a messenger. You are a messenger. You're in service to God. Okay, you're here to help others. You could be on the limelight. People look up to you, and that's what they wanted maybe that's what they wanted to be, is a messenger, somebody in service to God, but they didn't do the work. They weren't chosen. They didn't answer the call, whatever the situation is. The last reads where somebody wanted to be you so very badly. They wanted your higher level soulmate. They finagled. They did spell work. I don't know if your soulmate was involved. Some people's soulmates were aware of it, and they got demoted down to karmic. Some didn't. So it could go either way. Just, yeah, it's an evermore. There we go. They wanted the appearance. They didn't want to do the work. Oh boy. Or whomever they stole from you, or they passed themselves off as a divine feminine to your divine masculine. Maybe the masculine woke up. It could be man or women. Okay, place the genders where it belongs. I know it's confusing, but absence here. Somebody's trying to be you. They're doing vanity or glamour spells. That's wearing off. They're trying to steal your creativity. This is a witch or a warlock. This has been going on before this happened. Your ancestors are involved. Or this has happened in another generation. It did come up that this happened in a past life. So this is, lessons weren't integrated. They weren't complete. So you have to end it this lifetime. You know what I mean? This person followed you into this lifetime. They're going through something really bad right now, and they're trying to protect themselves or prevent it. Sorry, I'm all over the place. I'm trying to get this out, and it's not working. So he's trying to fiddle with my ability to get this message out. I'm really picking up that somebody in my audience doesn't like what I have to say. Well, that's just too bad. There's a few people out there. I block them the minute I figure it. I give them enough chances, but sometimes no. It's just, you know, your hubris is so big. It's so big. They think they can just get away with saying whatever they want. They can't. Or word witchery. Anybody doing word witchery, you're gone. Okay? You've been... keep a file on them, but yeah, they're gone. So perception. That's the overarching energy. Where are we going with this? You're trying to change people's perception of you or them. Aquarius, you or them. Or something's happening in Aquarius season. Libra, you or them. We're in Libra season. It's also balance. It's also justice. Yeah, they're hiding behind false faces here, false profiles that are watching you online. They could be hacking your accounts, or they're hiring people online to do word witchery against you, or to harass you, or to try to set you up. Yeah, unexpected help is arriving. Autumn. We're right here. Okay, the cornucopia is right here. Pay attention to your dreams. A wish is being granted. Congratulations. Now, to some people, a dandelion fluff looks like a weed. But for somebody like you, you look at a dandelion fluff and you look at it as a wish. They see negativity. You see positivity. You see possibilities. That's where they go wrong. They're so in their dark energy. It's not even funny. They can stay in their dark energy. You know, if that's where they're comfortable, stay there. Who wants you? Okay, where's the other deck I'm looking for? Oh, it's right in front of me. Jeez Louise. So we have perception, Aquarius, water bearer. And no, some people get that wrong, right? It's actually an air sign. It's not a water sign. And that's not supposed to be in there. Distance. So keep your distance. They have to keep their distance from you. Or they created a lot of distance, whether it's physical or emotional. So perception, Aquarius. Somebody could dye their hair blue a lot, or have. Maybe last time you saw them, they had blue hair. It could be an older person for all we know. I don't know. Exhaustion, depletion, drained, and long journey. I'm really not picking up you're exhausted, but these people are. They can't handle what they dish out. What they expected for you, they can't handle. Isn't that priceless? Conflicted. They're feeling conflicted, or the people that... I know they got a lot of people to do their dirty work, and they expected these people to get the karma or the backfires, if there were any, instead of them, but it's hitting them all. Okay, decisions, hot and cold, multiple choices. Somebody had multiple choices. They wanted multiple choices. Yeah, withdrawn. Single, lonely, and solitary. They wanted multiple choices, but yet they're finding themselves alone now. Or they know that you have multiple choices in life, in work, and whatever this is, and they want you completely alone. Somebody you have a family with, or this is somebody in your family. I do know in the last reads there was a friend that wanted to be you, tried to steal your person. Take it for whatever it is. There's a lot of conflict yet again. Clashing, differences, and incompatibility. So this fake you and your ex-partner are clashing. And also the group that they got involved, the cults, covens, secret societies, or practitioners that got to do this dirty work for them, they're clashing with them too, because it's all falling back on their, they're chasing. Somebody's chasing here, pursuit, toxicity, and resilience. They were coming after you hard, but you're resilient. They were throwing all kinds of toxicity towards you, and it didn't stick. It is what it is. Chemistry, attraction, spark, and passion. They're sending you love and lust spells. They want to get back into your energy. They want to get back into bed with you, or get into bed with you if they've never been. They're trying to get into your energy to save their ass, or other people's energies. I don't know. Trying to get a spark going between you and them. It's so funny because I'm trying to light this candle and it's not lighting. It's over. Their spark is gone. So it's over. Farewells, leave behind enclosure. The mask is off. They were shallow, very hollow, empty, bored with everything. They're feeling rejected. They wanted you rejected, but it's back on them. Abandoned, dismissed, and irrational fear. You lead with an open heart. It's beautiful. Receptive, empathy, and vulnerable. They hurt you. If this is a higher level soulmate that hurt you, they know why they're getting the karma. And they should be afraid. They should be very afraid. So we have perception, Aquarius, exhaustion, lust. Wow. Greed, by any means necessary and considerate. So they're doing love and lust spells towards you. They're exhausted. Wow, I never knew that. I don't know, maybe you can answer this if you know anything about magic. The more magic they do against you, the more it's taking from them. Is that making sense? It's really draining them. Well, I guess if they're doing schmeck's magic, I don't know. This is a narcissist you're dealing with, or they're dealing with. Take it for whatever this is. Egotistical, opportunist, and fragile. It says fragile because their ego is so fragile. They can't handle half the shit that you go through or what they threw at you. It's all about show. It's all false pride. They step on people to get where they want to go. They don't give a shit about anybody but themselves, right? Yeah, they're facing legalities, or they created some sort of legal problem for you or someone else. Lawyers, court, paperwork. Yeah, a lot. Oh, you're going to be suing them because they spread rumor, gossip, and slander about you. Nosy in your business. They could have compromised your electronics. Got into your circle, family, friends, where you work, tried to cost you everything. Yeah, somebody's exhausted yet again. Burnt out, burdened, and empty. They came up empty. After everything they've done, they're coming up empty. Congratulations. Antisocial. In your feelings, silent treatment, left out. So, yeah, they're feeling hopeless now. Lost, depression, and maybe they want to hurt themselves. They're stuck with a karmic. They are forever relegated to karmic. This could be higher. Yeah, this was like last time. This was a true soulmate who did this to you. A friend, a romantic partner, or twin flame. You put up some boundaries. They were disrespectful. Enough is enough. And you defended yourself. Or you're being defended. This is third parties, haters, and lessons learned. They're all haters. If you ask me, anybody that gets on a soul train that comes after somebody based off of somebody say so, you're a hater. Okay? Do your own homework. You don't do that. We're all adults here. We shouldn't be doing that. Leave people alone. If that doesn't directly impact your life or change your world in any way, why are you coming after people? Oh, that's my friend? Really? Your friend compromised you. How much of a friend are they? Are you doing magic for a friend? Really? Oh boy, that's karma. You know, your friend doesn't care much about you. Would they be doing the same for you? Maybe ask yourself that question. But they're my friend, really? Okay. I don't know how people think nowadays. They're not thinking. That's the problem. They're my family member. They're my best friend. I defend my best friend. My friend said that you're the karmic and they're not. Okay, whatever. So perception, Aquarius, exhaustion, and lust. Where are we going with this? It's exhausting. It is. What's the message here? Ooh, I heard somebody's not, okay, they're not very particular with whom they sleep with. That's nasty. They're into mystery meat. You gotta be kidding me. Ooh, they're finding out the hard way. So they got a hang up maybe with smecks with strangers. They want to feel that spark, the initial spark before, and then they're let down during and after. Okay, so they can't perform. They just like to catch. They like to feel like, ooh, you're sought after. Okay, I get it. But they're nothing special. They're a disappointment. And that's why they go from person to person. They can't hold on to people. They have to have magic behind them. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, this is so materialistic, greedy, selfish, gold digger, cloud chaser, get rich quick schemes, right? It's all about their image. Very nefarious, I heard. Spendthrift. They don't care. This is somebody that's very corrupt. They're willing to do anything to get the money, the clout, the ass. They have an image. This is a bully, a tyrant. They're jealous and lazy and codependent and clinging. They're nothing that... How they present themselves are really not that way. This is embarrassing and disgraceful. So you caught them as to... You knew who they were. Male or female, doesn't matter. You knew who they were. You hurt their ego and their pride by knowing who they were. And they formed some sort of grudge against you. You let them go easily. People are feeling ashamed of themselves, or they should feel ashamed of themselves. This person, this narcissist, this sociopath or psychopath doesn't. Yeah, you're healed. They're contemplating, strategizing, praying. They need to put something to rest with you. They're okay. They're dreaming up of ways to do spell work against you. They don't want you having a new beginning. They're having an emotional outburst. They're praying that their emotional outburst will work on you because they want to contact you. They're feeling rejected and abandoned. They don't want you to reject or abandon them. They are scared to contact you. There's a lot of lies and illusions, deception, manipulations. It could be planning word witchery on you. Be careful. They don't want to let go. It doesn't serve. They can't see what's happening. So they lost their gift of sight if they had any, or if they had anybody with a gift of sight, they're no longer on their team. They can't move forward. Their plans are falling through. Their plans are falling apart here. They don't know what to do. They just don't want you moving ahead in life more than they are. They don't want you being happier, having more than them. They don't want to let go. If this is somebody that's non-committal, they don't want to let you go. They just don't want to be alone. No long-term stability. They're losing everything. They stole a lot of money. This is family discord. It could be somebody in your family. They ripped your family apart, maybe. Or they tried to steal your inheritance, spiritual or otherwise, or a large amount of money. They're gaslighting you, playing mind games. Yeah, these are power plays here. You were able to walk away with your head held high. You didn't engage. Or this is spirit telling you don't engage with this person because they're out of money. They're losing everything. Family, stability, everything. It's a high cost, okay? They're fighting and finger pointing, blaming everybody in their circle. It's all falling apart. They're going through a dark night of the soul. They don't want to be challenged. These people don't want to be challenged here. Wow, because this was corruption, abuse of power, abuse of authority, distorted masculine, male or female, place it where it belongs. Somebody was in their ego, in their pride, very arrogant and aggressive, lost authority, had no authority, or abused their authority. It was all about their image and how they come across in front of people, right? This is a bully, a tyrant. They don't do the right thing, and they're not happy. They were doing stuff in the dark. Lack of trust here. People don't trust this person. They could be sick. They're hiding a lot. In the dark, they scapegoated you. This is a family or a group that's falling apart right on top of the 10. 10, 10. This is a completion. 2 completions. They're not happy. Another 10, because you're coming off as really responsible. They had a grudge against you. Oh, yeah, they had a chip on their shoulder where you were concerned. They had a point to prove. Now they're buckling underneath the weight of these burdens. 10, 10. 3 10s. I don't know. They got to prove something here. They're obligated here to prove that they're innocent, or you've proven that you are innocent, or somebody's figuring out you are innocent. So you took a leap of faith. Somebody's a fool. They're looking like a fool, and they know it. They're being blocked. You stood your ground. You're divinely protected, or somebody else is standing up for you. You remained emotionally balanced, stable, mature, loving, kind, nurturing, and sweet, male or female. Place the genders where it belongs. You used your intuition. They were trying to block your intuition. So, yeah, you wouldn't have a choice. Somebody's running out of options. They don't have a choice here. It's all illusions. See through the illusions for sure. All that glitters isn't gold. You have the biggest cup of love. This is unconditional love. You're very kind and sweet and nurturing, male or female. Very open and giving. Oh, that's too many. But they weren't open and giving with you. There we go. Wish fulfillment. You're the star. Divinely protected. You're in your north node. Divine intervention here. You have spiritual protection as well. You're very healthy and balanced. You're an inspiration. You inspire others, or you're feeling inspired. Take it for whatever that is. This could be playing out publicly. Somebody's praying. Yeah, they were spreading egregious gossip here. There will be no reconciling. Loss of a friend, third-party cult groups, secret society, whatever this is. There will be no reconciling. The party is over. There's nothing to celebrate. They're spreading egregious gossip. Somebody lost a friend. Yeah, they were getting paid or paying others to do something against you or to say things about you. They were giving and receiving, prioritizing others. They get a balance. Yeah, this was illegal. This was unbalanced or criminal or amoral or all the above. They did too much. They wanted you gone physically. Maybe other people have left physically. Somebody got injured. They were planning this. This could be conspiracy to commit. This is a crime. This is a warlock. Maybe you went back on a warlock. I don't know. You could have a platform. They're going to lose their platform. This is a crime. This is somebody they had in their pocket, a crooked judge, leader, or spiritual leader, a false prophet. They give out false, this is false counsel as well. It's a divorce or separation. Could be an institution that might be at the heart of this. They might get the blame. I don't know. This is false contract, false prophet, lack of trust. They don't believe in traditional relationships or values. Now they want forgiveness. They want to take the swords out of your back that they placed there. This could be a warlock. After divorce or separation, they're blocked. They don't know what to do. There's no contingency plans. Something happens suddenly. They're afraid to make a decision. This is somebody that's trying to block. They blocked, I don't know, they're resisting change. There is no change. They don't want things to change because they were happy the way things were. They can't unalive you. They can't sacrifice you if that's what they were trying to do, or you're still alive and kicking, you know what I'm saying? Or they don't want to face the unknown, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to face that. This is a permanent, profound ending or loss for whomever that was involved here. They're walking around with a permanent dark cloud over their head. Somebody didn't want to learn their lessons. They kept doing something over and over again. It's getting stale. It's getting old, and people are tired of it. Yeah, they took advantage of a situation. They loved it, whoever this was. This can't be ignored anymore. They took advantage of you in a situation. They were ungrateful and disrespectful. You know your value and your worth. There's still no change. You know your value and your worth. You're still moving. This is fast communication, action, and or travel. Something's moving quickly now. It's going to start moving quickly for you. A lot of conversation, a lot of travel, something that somebody took advantage of you for sure. They abused you. This was a crime. They endangered others. This was recklessness. Or there's somebody's communicating to one another that they should have taken action when they didn't. Somebody was very passive-aggressive maybe. I don't know. They want you to accept something. Their dirty deeds, what they said about you. They wanted other people to accept at face value what they had to say about you, and people are not going to be accepting this anymore. They took advantage of a situation, a friendship, a group, something like that. Now people are pissed. Yeah, the worst has happened. This is a nightmare, or they're worried. They're now targeted, or they will be. They can't eat or sleep. They're very burdened. They're on their own. They don't want to be on their own. They don't want to be investigated. People were lacking. Maybe the people that came after you were unaware. They're going to claim they were unaware. Okay, about a payment, about gathering some information, about this could be divination as well. Trying to hide and cloak you. If you are into divination or trying to hide and cloak everybody doing divination about the situation, this is, you took a very practical step. This is a new beginning for you. You learned your lessons. This is, you're investing in you. There's something to do with the payment. This is a Knight of Pentacles. They paid somebody to slow you down. Somebody's connecting the dots, though. You're you're the type that's very dependable, reliable, responsible, and mature. This is your rite of passage. This is your birthright. They were trying to slow you down. Maybe you are doing divination. They wanted to hurt your finances. This was unfair. They wanted you in debt. They can't play games anymore. They thought they'd make a profit off of this, but it was a loss. They need to take accountability. They got paid to commit to you or something like that. Somebody's in their emotions here. They're losing everything. They were draining you or trying to drain you. Or they drained themselves. They're in their emotions because they're not getting away with this. They can't move on. They're in trouble. They're in hot water and they're heartbroken. This is new love, true love, self-love. They know this. You have a new beginning. You're very loved. They judged you harshly off of lies, this group or this person. Now they're being judged harshly because of the truth. Lack of awareness, acceptance, and accountability. They made some poor decisions here. There's no second chances. They're getting karma because they were lying, cheating, and or stealing. A judgment went against them if it's a court of law or an institution or a place of work or worship even, I just heard. But somebody's trying to strategize a way to escape a situation. Stealing yet again. You could be the one that got away. You still got away after all of this bullcrap that they did against you. You escaped everything. So what's that tell you? You're very protected because you escaped everything they plan to do to you. You're a leader. You're still. This could be a leader, somebody else. Again, that spark is gone. See, that light is no longer there. Somebody with authority is going to be arrested. This is illumination. They have to surrender here. They can't hold you back anymore. You overcame. This is illumination. They have to give up, let go. That's the truth. Somebody lied. They targeted you. Okay, they were jealous of you. They abused you. They lied. They spread rumor, gossip, and slander. They were petty and they were cruel. This is news they don't want to hear, you don't want to hear, or somebody else doesn't. People are angry at this person. They abused you. They were jealous of you. They targeted you. They could be stalking, harassing you right now. Yeah. All that glitters isn't gold. Running out of options. They don't have a choice. Okay, there's no more confusion at all. You overcame, persevered, and you put up some boundaries. Now they're very defensive and they're paranoid. There's a lot of emotional wounding here because you overcame, you persevered. You're moving forward, you're leaving them behind. It's universally driven. This is victory. You're in control here, not them. They're blocked from coming towards you, blocked from travel. Maybe they can't leave the country. They don't want to move. I don't know what this is. They need to radically accept things as they are instead of what they wish it to be. They want to come back towards you. They want to come in from out of the cold. You found your confidence. You got yourself out of poverty. You overcame. These people can't. Or this person can't. Right? They want to come back towards you. This is financial ruin, spiritual jail for them. You stood your ground. You're divinely protected. Okay? You're a leader. You're a creator. This is not wish fulfillment for them. Somebody was trying to be you. They were pretending to be you. It could be a mistress. They wanted you to be a mistress. They still want you to be a mistress. So they might be coming towards you because somebody's still, the third party and your ex wants your energy. They want protection. They're going to be blocked here. Denied because they're bound together here. Okay, somebody's very obsessed with you. They want to attach something to you. They want to attach themselves to you so they can have your protection. Have addictions, obsessions, codependency here. This is a narcissist, sociopath, or psychopath. Be careful. It's a liar. They use and abuse people. They're very dangerous. They're only self-serving. They don't think about anybody else. They have no authority over you or anybody else. They're going to lie to you some more. They can't face these mountains that are in front of them here, that they placed in front of themselves. They can't see. Yeah, they chose a karmic over a divine being. They got to stay with that choice here. This is a lesson. They better learn their lesson. They're not getting out of it. They're angry here. It was all one-sided what they tried to do. And this might be, they wanted attention. They were bragging and showing off here, but this is victory, success, reward, recognition for you. It might get played out publicly for all we know. Right? This can be public that this is a doppelganger. They wanted power and control or power of attorney. They try to devalue you. They were laughing about this. They wanted to sacrifice you, or they still want you to sacrifice for them. They took your voice away, try to disempower you. This is something that's very karmic and toxic, greedy, selfish, and jealous, commanding, and possessive, controlling. They can't be you. It is what it is. Trying to be you, you're stable and secure. You're creating something beautiful. You know your value and your worth. They want to reconcile with you. This is an ex-friend, an ex-lover, or family that want to come towards you. You're too strong here. Okay, you healed your inner childhood wounds. They're reminiscing about you. You left a strong impact with them. They wanted you, out of ego and greed and lust, wanted you in a third-party situation. I don't think so. They want your help now. I don't think so. Because you're a twin flame. You were their twin. You were their twin. You let them go. They were in their ego, wanting power and control over you. Lustful. You were wish fulfillment. You're strong. Congratulations. Yet, you had the strength to end it with this person. A lot of people wouldn't end it, even with a higher level soulmate. You were strong enough to do so. You learned your lessons. Goodbye. It's over. This is success. You were able to master your emotions, whatever it is that you're meant to do here. You put a lot of work and effort into you and healing your inner childhood wounds and overcoming everything you needed to overcome. You planted these seeds, you nurtured them and watered them. This is success. You're single, abundant, independent, self-sufficient, stable, and secure. You have 9 out of 10 pentacles. It's beautiful. Could be a business owner. You get your downloads straight from source. You mind your own business. You're chaste and you're celibate. And they're so jealous of you. They were greedy and they were selfish, jealous, vindictive, vile, bitter, and hateful of your relationship. They wanted to be you. And this person was drinking, doing other things, maybe your ex-partner. They were malicious, ruthless, and cruel. They didn't care about you. Now they're crying because they were doing magic. They were talking shit, unwise counsel. Secrets are coming out. You have a new beginning. They underestimated you. Something to do with an investment as well. They were harvesting from you. They should have minded their own business here. They might be going to jail or something like that, or they're bound. They're bound to whatever this is. They effed up, and they know they did. And let's leave it at that. They were into strange meat. Mystery meat. So they got the mystery meat. Now they're acting like a murderer. So perception has switched and changed. So, I don't know. They looked at you like, oh, they can withstand everything we do. We just need them to still stay in our energy, or we need to be in their energy here. They could have been lighting candles, pretending they're religious when they're not, or spiritual when they're not. I don't know. I'm just tired of these people. They could be an Aquarius. You are. Something happened in Aquarius season. They could be a Libra. You could be a Libra. Or we're definitely in Libra season here. Balance is being restored. It's also justice. Okay? So they're feeling conflicted. Decisions, hot and cold, multiple choices. They're exhausted. Depletion, drained, and long journey. This is a narcissist. They could be both narcissists. I mean, they're both feeding off each other, right? Egotistical, opportunist, and fragile. Lustful for sure. Greed by any means necessary. Inconsiderate. Now, I keep hearing mystery meat, so take it for whatever that is. I know you're probably laughing. I know I'm laughing too. Hey, no judgment. You like mystery meat? Go for it. Just leave other people alone. Okay? They're getting found out. What can I say? You're good on your own. They're never going to be good on their own. They're always going to need people. They'll never have everything they want. They're always going to be out something. This is a lesson. This is karma. They wanted to be everything in it. Yeah, 14. They want to reconcile with you because you transmute and alchemize. You're divinely protected by the angels. You could be an earth angel. You're healed. You're a healer. You're a teacher. They want to, I hate to say it, what? Suck off your teat. Feed me, give me energy. I don't think so. So 12, bottom of the deck. Yeah, they tried to sacrifice you. They're stuck. They're very stuck. They're trapped. They don't want to let go. They don't want to look at things from a different perspective. Trying to waste time, trying to delay something. Wanted to keep you waiting so they can keep feeding off of you. But they had their tentacles in other people. You know what I'm saying? Ken, they're getting karma. They wanted your destiny. This is fated, by the way. This is change. Gold digger, cloud chaser. It's a long time coming. You're exhausted. They're exhausted. Okay. Mystery meat. Leaving slugs. Leaving trails behind. You know what I'm saying? This is a Tower moment, 16. How fruitful you are. And independent. Good for you. So 14. Patronage. That keeps coming out. Some people have a hard time accepting what they view as charity, letting pride get in the way. Having a patron or more than one isn't the same as taking a handout. So they could have been saying, this is my patron, but they're really not. It was a handout. It was really somebody they were sleeping with. I don't know. Or maybe because whatever you do for work, creativity, you do have patrons and they're claiming that you're sleeping with them. I don't know. It could go both ways, right? Whatever way they're wrong. Isn't this... Okay, so patronage says that what you have to give is valuable. Artists have known this for centuries, and today crowdsourcing offers patronage to creative projects of all kinds. Shift your ideas about giving and taking and look around for sources of support. If you are the giver rather than the recipient, be sure that your patronage isn't flavored with condescension. Okay, I get where this is going. Thank you, Spirit. They could be stealing some of your work, claiming it as theirs, like pretending they're you. If you work online, maybe whatever you're selling, they're selling, or they're claiming they're selling, but they're ripping people off. They've been living off of these patronage. Maybe they're going asking for donations under your name, people thinking it's actually you. It's not. It's somebody else collecting money off of your name or off of your work. They're getting found out. Maybe that's why they're going to go to jail. So hello, 12. Hello is the first step towards understanding. It declares your good intent. Oh, this is in the upright, so let me just read that. I forgot to do that. Sorry. Be grateful, but don't grovel. Okay, they're going to grovel, I think. Hello is the first step towards understanding. It declares your good intentions and your harmlessness. When something unexpected comes into your life, say hello. If you open a new door and are surprised about what you find on the other side, say hello. Don't be suspicious or refuse an opportunity to expand your circle of friends. Don't shut out new experiences simply because they are new. Remember this, as it will come in handy very soon. So you might be coming into some new friendships, and or some old friends might be coming back. Whether they deserve to be in your life or not, I don't know. You're going to have to make that distinction. In the light, wonderful world. The wonderful world of diversity is opening up to you. Now, the other thing I was hearing while I was reading, sorry. Okay, so whomever is coming, the bad person that's coming towards you, if this is a bad person coming towards you, they never say hello. They never ask you how you're doing. It's hey. You know what I mean? If it texts you, it's hey. What you doing? It's never hi, how you doing? Haven't heard from you in a while. Like normal people, like they're concerned about you and really want to know how you're doing. This is just hey. I find that so rude. Or when people say, when you're talking to somebody and they didn't hear you the first time and they go, what? Instead of pardon. I find that rude too. Or when people say love you instead of I love you. Like you can't put the I in there. Are you that fucking lazy? Do I mean that do I not mean anything to you that you can't put that I in there? It's subtle, but it means a lot. 10. Advice. Advice is coming to you that will significantly change your perception of the situation. This information may come from an unusual and unexpected source. You may be inclined towards skepticism, but please keep an open mind. Be respectful of any efforts taken on your behalf. In particular, welcome valuable input from elders who have a good sense of perspective. There's no indication of urgency or danger, but there are things you need to think about and things you need to change. In the light aspect, if you don't understand what you're being told, ask for slow clarification. Keep an open mind. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Some of the people that were working with these people or this person, and they got themselves caught up and they're feeling horrified by their actions and what they've done to an innocent person, might come around towards you. You may not trust them, and I don't blame you. They hurt you, or they spread egregious gossip and they kept it going, or they laughed at you, or whatever it is that they did. They wished you ill. Whatever it is that they did, Spirit's asking you to listen to what they have to say. We make mistakes as human beings, me included. Sometimes Spirit wants to give them a chance to apologize. It's not so much for you. They hurt you. They can't take that away. It's hard to trust people that have hurt you. I get it. I'm not dogging you for that. But these people, this is between them and God, I think. They have to do what's right. They have to atone. And I guess Spirit's just asking you to hear them out. You'll know what you need to do. I think they're guiding you very, very... You have this under control. You know what you need to do. You don't need to entertain any disrespect, though. You don't need to entertain any more lies. So if you feel that you're being disrespected and you're being lied to again, cut it short. But also give them a chance. It's not for everybody, okay? It's not for everybody. Just, I don't want to hear it. Some people get upset, they get really offended, and I get it, but it's not for everybody. Only if you feel that this is your read, okay? Only take what applies and what resonates. So, bridge, successfully overcoming a problem. So somebody wants to ascend, or they have ascended. They want to bridge this gap between you. You could be a pontiff of some sort, some spiritual leader. You have a direct connection with source and they're trying to get to that source. Bull, plenty of material things. Maybe they want material things, or you're going to come into material things, or you have. Congratulations. Or they want to get back into your energy so they don't lose the material things. Horse, a short journey. You might have to go on a short journey. Or somebody's acting like a horse's ass. Could be a horse and Chinese zodiac claw. Be careful, do not take risks. Somebody wants to get their claws in you. Cane, pay attention to your health. Okay. They want to get their hooks into you. Affect your health, or their health is being affected because this third party's claws are into them. Take it for whatever it is, because they like mystery meat. Moon, they're scared. There's a lot of lies and illusions. Changes in your life or theirs. Valley, deep personal strength and peace that assures success. They're afraid. They're afraid to because they're facing mountains, hardships. They know that you're strong and you've gone through what you went through, and they're hoping that you're going to hold their hand through this. Listen, we can't take on. They want to reconcile. Pineapple. What does that mean? They need to get you in bed for some reason. They're still a narcissist. They still think they can win you over by sex. Give your head a shake. There's more to life than sex, idiot. Anyhow, they can't get. They're expecting you to pay their karma, to walk them through this karma. I don't want to face my karma alone. Guess what? We're born alone. We're going to die alone. We have to go through our karma alone. Okay? We learn these lessons alone. Sure, other people have gone through what we've gone through. No doubt. Okay? But they can't pay what we owe. We got to pay it. Do you understand what I'm saying? God's going to hold you accountable. Nobody else for what you've done, what you've said. When you meet your maker at the end of the day, okay, you can't have somebody else stand in for you. Ridiculous. So you might as well smarten up, whoever this is. I know they're listening. They get nasty in the comment section, and I have to block them, and then they come up with, these people with, it's a day-old fucking profile, and they have three subscribers or 20 subscribers, and it's a week old. Come on, who are you fucking kidding? Okay, yeah, these people are very smart, but maybe I'm giving away too much. You're seen. You're blocked. Stop playing games. It's just going to get worse for you. End of. And congratulations to those who are coming into what is really rightfully yours. The truth, balance, justice. You deserve it. I'm happy for you. I'm clapping for you. May we all get there. I love you guys, and until next time, take care.